But he'll go ahead and play some Cassidy. Now the question is, if he loses this game, is he gonna stick with Cassidy or is he gonna switch to something he's more comfortable with? But we'll see when it comes to it.
Sporting that astronaut Cassidy skin as he goes in for that end light. Tosses out the end air as well. He had to pick a weapon. Nair's coming out from the guns, and Nimu tosses that spear aside, picks up guitars. Ready to fight against Light Diakou. Cassidy goes in for that recovery, and both players trading evenly. But that down light doesn't get any follow-up off of Diakou sticking to the guns right now, not often the cameras. It falls for the Sair. Nimu gets hit by that down air. Sair brought to the orange. Hammer comes out. Side air as well. Nimu tries to take him off stage, and Diakou actually goes really low with that ground pound. Will he punish? No. Ensei comes out. Diakou is actually being rather aggressive with this Cassidy right now.
Ooh, that side sig catches Nimu off guard and ends up with a kill. Really good edge guard coming out from Diakou there. That was a chase dodge side sig into edge guard. Really powerful play from Diakou, and he's got a massive advantage in this stock now.
Diakou picks up the guns, goes for that GC end light that Nimu actually jumps into, and Diakou goes for that ground pound. Mammoth fortresses platform, allowing him to have a little bit more of a perch than he normally would have on this side of the map. And falls with that Sair, goes for that recovery, but actually gets interrupted in there into a down sig from Nimu. Nimu bringing him into kill percentage. He goes for that ground pound. That will do it.
He didn't do anything that stock. He hit one neutral light. That was it.
Dancing on the platform for a little too long as he tries to pick up this bomb. Bomb goes straight into the ground, but Nimu does not care. Diakou looking like he wanted to pick up the bomb once again as he goes with this weapon. Sidelight comes out, picks up the hammer, goes for that end sig, and Nimu not even coming towards it. The down sig, oddly enough, is thrown out and gives Nimu a free punish. Diakou trying to get that recovery in, finds that Nair, and Nimu making this rather even now as Diakou just goes for a point blank ground pound. GC down sig comes out. These down sigs are just giving Nimu free punishes.
Yeah, but they're really making it hard to read Diakou, and he's getting a lot of other damage other than the down sig.
Side sigs after neutral
I don't
sigs
understand this. Like, he's throwing out these raw neutral sigs. They're kind of weird.
Ooh, that was kind of cool. Diakou dodged upwards to grab the weapon under the charging Nimu Nensig, and then hit him with a Nair that led into a kill with that side sig there. And Diakou finding a KO once again, but he's heavily damaged.
He's gonna stick with them.
Ooh! Nice scoop into Nair coming up from Diakou incredibly fast. He read that Nimu was going to give up his invincibility frames early, and Diakou tosses the weapon to the sidelight. Excellent combo there as he goes for that GCN sig. Nimu not chasing him off stage, and the ground pound leads to the recovery. Oh no, Daikou's got the edge guard. I think that's just it. No, recovery comes out. Diakou
that was
doesn't
actually
get the
really close though. That ground pound was really close to, because like if you hit right in the middle of the spear recovery, your ground pound will just barely out prioritize, and that's what Diakou was going for. It would have ended the game right there. I mean, this is also fine.
That spear is still in the air as Diakou does not get hit by it. Nimu just picks it up as a down air for Diakou, and the weapon toss goes back. Ground pound connects. Stop, scoop, puts Nimu up high, but the Sair might kill. Wow. Nimu snipes Diakou out of the air.
That was a really good Sair. Not many people would be willing to throw out a Sair when you're that far up in the blast, close to the blast zone. There we go.
Yeah, but he had the peace of mind to avoid against Daikou's aerials.
He wants to do the ground pound recovery Sair combo or dare combo.
Neutral sig comes out into recovery. Nimu punishing these, but wow, that GCN sig does connect as Nimu finds himself a little too
I
far
saw what you were
side.
going for there, Diakou. If you hit it, I'll be very happy.
Game one goes over to boost Diakou.
Nimu's gonna switch over to Scarlet.
The Diakou bans out ship, and Nimu wants to go back to Mammoth Fortress as we see him representing Scarlet again. We're going to game two.
And to Mammoth Fortress we go yet again. So let's see how the Scarlet changes the dynamics of this matchup.
Diakou opening up the guns once again as Nimu tries to go for that GC downline to recovery. Doesn't connect, however. Diakou is just destroying Nimu with the guns right now. Sidelight comes out, Cider as well. Nimu trying to find something with the lance. It's just being put into the orange super early as a weapon toss comes out by Diakou. Fighting Sairs left and right. Nimu's already almost into kill percent. Another Cider hits from Diakou, and he goes for that. Ooh. Wow, that pivot! That was that X pivot down sig coming out from Diakou. And it's a side sig that get the kill. Wow. Diakou.
He's gotten a lot of kills with the side sig. That's actually rather impressive.
Stop, and the Sair comes out, but Sair doesn't connect us. Nimu finally finds some damage on the Diakou, but he's almost already behind as a recovery Nair comes in from Diakou. Diakou gets a falling Nair, Tries to go for the scoop, and Nimu hits him with a Sair into a second Sair. Goes for that ground pound to try to end Daikou's stock really early as he goes for that Nair himself. Waits for Diakou to approach as they're both going into the orange here, but Diakou finds another Sair. Will he go for this kill rather early again? Ground pound comes out, gets a ground pound from Nimu, and that might be Daikou's stock.
He doesn't have his recovery, yeah. So that's actually it. That was a really early kill, but I mean, Diakou he did so much work with that stock that it doesn't matter.
That's
he
possible.
still has a pretty large advantage.
But Nimu has shown that he can make some explosive comebacks himself, but Diakou trying to prevent that. He springs him the kill percent. Ensign comes out once again into a Sair. Diakou just throwing out moves that makes it look like he's going to wait.
Yeah.
And then he goes for a follow-up almost immediately afterwards that catches Nimu off guard. And the ground pound will kill Diakou, not letting Nimu come back whatsoever. A solid stock lead coming up. Daikou's Cassidy. He goes for that scoop.
Yeah, full stock lead here for Diakou. Let's see what he pulls out. Nimu finding the neutral light. Ooh, and that ground pound will actually kill Diakou. Okay.
So Nimu making it even once again.
Yeah, like what happened was Diakou like started just playing on the edge for some reason. Like I think he was fishing for recoveries and gimps or something, but like he had a full stock lead. That was a really weird option to go down. Now Diakou just picks the guns up and he's like, alright, you're donezo, kid.
Yeah, multiple nairs coming up, but Nimu actually finding some damage, picks up the lance, gets past that Ensign, but doesn't punish. He does not punish with the lance, he gets hit by another side air. You have to take advantage of those missed signatures as Nimu goes in for that side air. Diakou waits for that side stick. Excellent dodge from Nimu as Nimu waits out these side airs from Diakou, but the second side air connects, and Diakou, looking for that KO with a side stick, goes immediately up for a neutral light. More side sticks coming up, but then stop, and the side stick doesn't connect. Nimu does not get the punish that he needs. That would have been huge against Cassidy, and the weapon toss stops that ground pound from coming out. Nimu waiting for Diakou to put himself into a position where he can get hit as almost every second Diakou is throwing out a move. Hammer comes out.
Those are all kill moves too. Any of those hit and he's dead. There it is. That was really cool. That was a little short hop there.